What up, ninjas? This is your boy Margin, and I'm pretty tired right now, so I'm going to bed after the final video. As you can see, Brave is trying to sleep. He might be awake now because I've been working on this. Sorry about that, boo boo. Daddy loves you. Anyways, we are going to get started on the third video. This is going to be a little funner because this is a game where anything can happen. Two of the most historic franchises in the NFL going against each other for probably the umpteenth time in the playoffs. Just it's crazy how much history each of these franchises have. We got the San Francisco 49ers versus the first seed and best in the this season, best team in the league, Green Bay Packers. Rodgers is having another MVPs. Aaron Rodgers having another MVPs season, so it's going to be impressive. But the 49ers have been a surprisingly resilient and dominant team. Let's go. First, we'll talk about the different teams. The Green Bay Packers. There's not much to really say about them. With the Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, and their defense is not bad. It's been a really good defense. But their offense has been incredible as usual. Now let's talk about the team. Aaron Rodgers, reigning MVP, one of the best damn QBs in the game. Not much to explain about Aaron Rodgers that you already don't know. Discount Doublecheck. Man's a monster. Let's leave it at that. You might not agree with his vaccination views, but you have to acknowledge that he's one of the GOAT caliber players in this league. Now let's go to his receivers. Just like with the Chiefs, but this is a better scale. This is like the Chiefs receiving core, but in a very better scale. Because because Green Bay has a bunch of capable receivers. While they're expecting lead receiver and the second best receiver, that's not the case with Green Bay. Because Green Bay has an extremely lead dominant receiver, a bunch of other capable good receivers. They're not as good as this receiver, but they could be starters in other teams. And the receiver in question is Davante Adams. Davante Adams is having another dominant season, and Aaron Rodgers' favorite target and the best targeted receiver on Green Bay. He's one of the top three in the league. He's just that damn good. And then the other receivers are Marquez Valdez-Scantling, another occasion. Oh, hey, Boo Boo. Oh, you better. Another very good receiver. Not Davante Adams level, but he can start in a team that's in need of a receiving core. Let's see, Adam Lazard, one of the only few receivers who's been close to being a number two in this era. Receiver for Aaron Rodgers in this era of Green Bay Packers receivers. He's had his ups and downs sometimes, and he is very injury prone. But when he's in the zone, he's pretty in the zone. Same with Marquez Valdez Scantling, but Lazard's a little higher than MVS. Next, we have Randall Cobb, returning legend, one of Aaron Rodgers' best targets in the past, a very good Packers legend, very, very capable. He's done his part, and after mediocre season with the Texans, he decides to go back home to Green Bay and help out Aaron Rodgers. Decent receiving core. And then there's Equimanius St. Brown, another noticeable receiver on the team. However, his brother Amon-Ra St. Brown is overshadowing him. So it's one thing. Running backs, The Packers actually have a pretty good running back unit. Aaron Jones is one of the best running backs they've had for years when they were trying to like figure out a replacement for Ed Lacy, and they had like trouble replacing him when Aaron Jones was drafted, and when he came to that team, he improved that running game. They had to convince the team and the coaches to play him more. Very, very good in both the passing game and rushing. Aaron Jones is a pretty reliable player and a pretty capable player. Then the backup is AJ Dillon, who's also close to Jones' level, but is more of a powerhouse. Jones is also a powerhouse too, but yeah. Now we go to the tight ends. Their starting tight end was Robert Tonyan, a great red zone target, but he tore his ACL. So now Josh DeGuara and veteran Mercedes Lewis took the helm. It's not a bad tight end unit, but it could be better. As for the defense, Packers defense has a bunch of decent players. Let's see. Only know a couple by name. Check. Let's see if they're even playing. Jair Alexander, their corner, is a really good corner to watch. One of their lead defensive players. Preston Smith is a decent linebacker. Let's see. Savage is not bad for safety. A lot of their major players are injured. Whitney Merciless, IR, Darius Smith. Wow. Where's King? Kevin King. Oh, Kevin King is in the back of the. Yeah, Packers defense has been surprisingly strong this year. One of their nicest and biggest surprises. It's not like super strong compared to like the super strong defenses, but it's pretty strong. Now we get back to the 49ers. The 49ers, a team used to being here, and a team that's going to go through a lot of changes for these next few years. Starting quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, aka Jimmy G, clearly doesn't have much time left with the 49ers. He's been playing well. Honestly, I hate on Jimmy G a lot because I'm like, he's the biggest game manager I know, but game managers win games, especially. Oh, there's a lot of Super Bowl QBs that are game managers, like Trent Dilfer. Baltimore fans know, but Jimmy G is a capable game manager. But he's going to be clearly going to be replaced by Trey Lance, the rookie QB they drafted, third pick overall this season to replace him. It's works. Jimmy G plays while Jimmy G is not like super good. He plays pretty well enough to have such a high win percentage, to give the 49ers a high win percentage when he's their starting quarterback and playing. And he's all healthy. Now we go to the receiving core. The receiving core has been the most noticeable part of the 49ers offense recently. They're known for their playmaking abilities and just a lot. I've never seen a running back rush as much as Deebo Samuel and have as much rushing touchdowns. Now we go to the highlight of the team's offense and the team's most valuable player and versatile player, and one of the most versatile wide receivers in the league. Tyshawn Deebo Samuel, the bully himself. Deebo is very Deebo is a big built, fast and tough wide receiver. Honestly, people can say he's built like a running back, which is kind of funny because while he's their lead pass catcher and one of their key players. One thing that makes him 49ers key player is the fact that he's used in a lot of running plays and rush schemes, and the fact that he's pretty hard to stop in that. He's honestly the man could have been both a running back and receiver in high school. He's that good. Most teams have had a hard time dealing with Deebo Samuel, so it's crazy. And then there's Brandon Iuke, another capable speedster receiver with big playability. He's had his ups and downs early in the season after a stellar rookie season, but now he's back on top. He's doing well. Another weapon of notice is Juwan Jennings, second to third year receiver. He's been targeted a lot for a lot of plays. He's capable. Boo boo, no, 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 don't bark. But yeah, that's a 49ers receiving squad. There's Sheffield, Bonner, Compton, and the running back room. The 49ers bread and butter. That running back committee is something else. They can either be super healthy or not. But if one is not healthy, the others step up in historic fashion. Any of them are starter level. That's the crazy part. We'll start with the original starter, Raheem Luster. Raheem Mustard has one of the highest acceleration speeds for any player in the NFL. He's he's a speed demon. But the problem is he's also injury prone. He's injury prone and fragile. So he ended up getting so injured that he this season that he missed most of the season early. So they had to readjust. Enter rookie running back Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell has almost averages 100 a game. He's been killing it since. But just like most 49er running backs, he's been having injury issues. So it's it's rough for him too. But he's a little healthier than Mostert. And then we have Jeff Wilson and Jermichael Hasty, two running backs who have stepped up several times when they've been called upon as starters and have done a good job. And we have another rookie, Trey Sermon. Ohio State running back, did a pretty good job. However, Sermon has been overlooked for Mitchell, who was drafted in the same draft class as him, which was this most recent one, and was lower picked than him, but he's still doing well. Now we go to the tight ends. There are like 3 to 4 tight end gods in the league currently. We already discussed one, Travis Kelce. Then there's Darren Waller of the Las Vegas Raiders, and then Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens. But the third tight end god or second tight end god and possibly one of the best is George Kittles and Bits. I'm just joking, it's not Kittles and Bits, but it's George Kittles. George Kittle. I point at me because my name is. Never mind. Forget that. Forget that. But yeah, George Kittle, the wrestling loving, party, like I said, party hardying, tight end is a tough son of a bitch to bring down. Has very good hands catching. He's the most reliable passing weapon in the 49ers. One of the best tight ends in the league and absolute dominant, especially when he's healthy. He's been healthy for the most part this year, so that's been pretty good. Now the 49ers defense, a very capable and good defense, with Nick Bosa being one of the pass rushers and a very good one, just like his brother Joey Bosa. Let's see. There's also linebacker Fred Warner, one of the top linebackers in the league. Good player of note. Dre Greenlaw, Andrew Mosley. They got some really good players on the defensive side. Eric Armstead, very, very dominant. And they also got Josh Norman, journeyman and very reliable corner. Jalen White's no bad too, but the defense is stacked, especially when healthy. One of the best defenses in the league when healthy. So now we go to the tail of the tape. Quarterback play. This is no question. Aaron Rodgers over Jimmy G. Jimmy G, I've said game manager. Not been super fan. Respect his work, but not fan enough to believe in him. Especially compared to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is one of those dominant QBs in the league. Jimmy G, Aaron Rodgers over Jimmy G. Receiving wise, that's a little tough, but that's very tough. This is very tough. I'll give the Packers the edge due to Devontae Adams. Even though Deebo Samuel's versatility makes him a lot dangerous, but Devontae Adams is one of the top of his class. And running back wise, I'll give this to the 49ers when healthy because 49ers have a good run scheme. And if Elijah Mitchell's healthy, very good. He can keep up with Aaron Jones and AJ. Tight end, without a doubt, the 49ers. The 49ers. George Kittle above. That is George Kittle over any of the Packers tight ends. Defense wise, 49ers. And to be honest, now it's time for the real prediction. This can be anyone's game. The 49ers can lose to anyone, but they can also beat anyone. But for the most part, they've just been beating almost everyone. A lot of good teams, too. And if there's a team that can beat the Packers, it's the 49ers. It's a well balanced team, and that defense is going to give, especially if healthy, and if Nick Bosa is able to play, going to give Aaron Rodgers a tough time. But Aaron Rodgers will also like go to town on the 49ers defense. But to be honest, I think the 49ers can upset the Packers. But I'll give this to the Packers. This is the Packers year. It'll be a shootout. It'll be like 28 to 33. It's something like that. It's going to be a shootout. I'll give the Packers this one because Aaron Rodgers has been playing on a level has been playing on the MVP level again. But if I get this one wrong, it's whatever because the 49ers have been able to upset people. It's a really good team. The Bengals, other teams learn from that experience.